Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some buyer beware for the brand new vehicle that was added into Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as 10 plus things you need to know about the Nightshark before you decide to end up purchasing it. Now, before we get this video started, I just want to let you know that I am doing a shark card giveaway right now on my Twitter account. I'm giving away $1.25 million to one lucky person, and that shark card giveaway is going to be going on till Friday. So by the time this video goes up, you'll have a couple days to enter that. I will leave a link to it in the description. It's happening on my Twitter. All you have to do is retweet and follow me. Boom, that's it. And I'll be selecting the winner on Friday. And one of you guys is going to be walking away $1.25 million richer. But without the way, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so as I mentioned, the new vehicle that was added today is the Hvy Nightshark. And the first thing we need to talk about is our barrier to entry, and that is going to be price. So the price for this vehicle is $1,245,000, which isn't terribly expensive, but it's also not terribly inexpensive too. It puts it around the same price as the Insurgent, which is kind of what we expected. An armored vehicle like this, it's going to have a price that reflects some of the other armored vehicles we've seen in the game. So it can be purchased off the Warstock cash and carry site for $1.245 million. Now, this vehicle is modified inside of the Los Santos custom shop, but it can also be upgraded inside of the MOC. Now, it's not required to be upgraded inside the MOC, as you can do all the upgrades inside the Los Santos custom shop. However, if you want to apply liveries to this vehicle, it must be done in the Mobile Operations Center. So if you don't own an MOC, but you really want to put a livery on the Nightshark, well, you're going to be out of luck as it requires a Mobile Operations Center. However, if you don't own an MOC and you have no interest in upgrading your Nightshark with a livery, then you can simply do everything in the Los Santos custom shop. Now, on top of that, there is also no research items for this vehicle. So last week we had the Insurgent Pickup Custom that had 2 research items. A couple weeks before, the Technical Custom, which had 4. Nothing of those sorts, so you don't have to go researching anything for this vehicle. The Nightshark actually has a ton of pretty cool customization, and one of those customization is the armor plating. So there's no various levels of armor plating, unlike some of the previous vehicles. You just have plating that can be applied to like the windows, the headlights, and all over the car. Now, the only one that is actually important is the one you put over the windows. The rest is 100% cosmetic. So the things you do on the hood, the headlights, everything like that, cosmetic. The only thing that's not cosmetic, which we'll talk about in a bit, is the items that you can put over the window plating. Now, when choosing whether you want window plating or not, here's basically the bottom line. No plating is going to provide you no protection whatsoever. You're going to be very vulnerable. However, you will be able to use all your weapons. So machine guns, pistols, sticky bombs, grenades, stuff like that you'll be able to use. However, if you do choose the window plating, you're going to have the protection, which we're going to talk about. However, you will not be able to use any weapons, no weapons at all. So you are 100% limited if you do choose the window plating. So let's talk about that window plating. Is it important? And the answer to that is actually yes. So if you choose not to put any window plating on this car, you're simply gonna have a normal windshield made of glass. And to no one's surprise, this glass does not stop anything, whether it's a pistol, whether it's a sniper, which is kind of ironic because the description for the Nightshark says you're sitting behind sniper-resistant glass, which is not the case at all because as we tested here, you can easily get shot. So the glass is extremely easy to break through. So if you choose no plating, just know you're going to be extremely exposed. One bullet to the head will kill you. So keep that in mind if you choose no plating. However, if you do choose plating, what's very interesting here is the plating is 100% bulletproof. I'm not even joking, which is really cool. So what we're doing right now is even though the character's head and body and torso is behind the parts we're still shooting, they're not taking any damage, which is actually really awesome. We tried this with even the upgraded rounds like the FMJ that can be purchased via the Mark II weapons. It still had no effect on the character. So the window plating from the front and the back is 100% bullet resistant, which means the only way you're going to be able to kill someone is through that tiny little rectangle, and that's the only way possible. Now, if you do make contact with someone through the little rectangle, you will kill them. You don't get upgraded glass or anything like that. And what I've also noticed is from the side of the vehicle, the side windows, the armor plating doesn't work. So I'm assuming this is a glitch. Rockstar really need to work on that because that's more than 50% of the vehicle where you're likely probably going to get shot from. And if that isn't working, that is a huge issue. So just keep that in mind right now that the armor plating on the windows does not work from the side. I'm assuming that's something Rockstar is going to have to fix going forward in the future. Now, let's talk about the explosive resistance of this vehicle. Now, one thing I want to point out is it does not matter whether you put all the armor on there or none of the armor on there. All the plates or none of the plates. It doesn't matter. It's going to have the exact same explosive resistance. So as far as, absorbing explosives go, all the armor is purely cosmetic. Now, if no one is in the vehicle, it will take 5 explosives in order to blow it up. So that's grenades, sticky bombs, and RPGs. If no one's in the vehicle, it takes 5. If someone is a passenger or driver in the vehicle, that is going to increase to 9. So 9 sticky bombs, 9 grenades, 9 RPGs if someone is driving inside of this vehicle. And once again, it does not matter the armor plating that you end up putting on here. And then we wanted to test homing missiles. So something like from the homing launcher, the Oppressor, the Ruiner 2000, it actually takes 23 missiles. So a single Oppressor doesn't have the ability to kill a Nightshark. They would actually have to call another one back in order to finish it off, because I believe it was like 23 or 25. I think my test was 25, but I've seen other people say it was 23. So all I know is I know it's more than 20, which is the max the Oppressor has. So that's actually pretty interesting right there. It's definitely one of the strong suits of the Nightshark is that it has amazing explosive resistance, just like the Insurgent Custom that we looked at last week. So that's actually great news right there. So now let's talk about the weapons. So as you might have known, the Nightshark comes with 2 mounted machine guns on the front. And this thing is a giant pea shooter. I don't know if Rockstar installed airsoft guns in there, but really the only thing you should use this weapon for is like a last resort, because it is absolutely awful. The only thing it's really good at is killing NPCs or other players. It literally takes about 15 to 20 seconds to kill unarmed NPC cars, and good luck if you want to try and kill anything that's armored. It's literally going to take you minutes at a time, which obviously isn't really realistic in any situation. So the machine guns on this are absolutely awful. Once again, do not use them unless it's like a last resort or you're just trying to draw fire at someone. I really don't know. Probably the coolest part about the weapons is the fact that they react whether you have them equipped or not. So if you have them equipped, they will obviously be open and ready to fire. But if you don't have them equipped, they'll be actually closed, kind of the way the Ruiner 2000 works. And I thought that was a really nice and cool detail that Rockstar added to this vehicle, which is really something I enjoy. The little details for me kind of make a car. So I really loved this feature on the Nightshark. All right, so what I want to do now is talk about some miscellaneous features that I either liked or didn't like about the Nightshark. Let's start with the lights. The lights are really cool because the extra ones actually work. You guys know that drives me crazy when Rockstar put extra lights on vehicles and they don't work. Well, the Nightsharks do, which I actually think is really awesome. Also, in first person mode, if you use the armor plating, good luck seeing outside. The way your character is, like how tall he is, where the camera angle is, you literally can't see out. So once again, good luck if you use the first person mode and you have the armor plating, because there's no way that you're going to be able to see through the outside. You're just going to start running over people, and that's obviously not going to be good. The Nightshark can also tow trailers, including probably the most important one, the anti-aircraft trailer. The only unfortunate thing is you can't have your anti-aircraft trailer out at the same time as your Nightshark, so you'd have to rely on one of your friends in order to hook his up to yours. The only really bummer there, but the Nightshark is probably so far the best vehicle that can tow this. So I would definitely recommend that if you are using that, you switch to the Nightshark. A couple interesting things about the Nightshark too. It can be used in heist, and it can also be used in contact missions, which is great because with the armor plating, NPCs are going to have a really tough time shooting through this. However, it cannot be used in races. And to me, that's a real bummer because this is one of the quickest off-road vehicles around, and we can't utilize that feature in off-road races. What the heck? looking forward a week, it also makes me wonder, because the Ardent is weaponized too, I wonder if it'll be left out of Sports Classic races. I guess we're really just going to have to wait and see, but the Nightshark cannot be used in races. Also, if you're wondering what the insurance on this vehicle is, it's $15,500. So if you run across one in the wild and you don't want to have to pay the insurance, well, you're only going to be losing $15,000 or so if you do. But if you choose to not to engage, just know that that's what it ultimately is. Another weird quirk about this vehicle is that even though it's an armored and weaponized vehicle, you still appear as a normal blip on the radar, which is actually kind of cool because that means other players won't know what you're driving if indeed you roll up to them. So you're basically in this giant armored and weaponized vehicle, yet you don't have that icon that gives you away on the map. So that's actually kind of cool, and I thought that that was a unique feature of the Nightshark. Its ramming or stopping power is okay. I wouldn't say it's as great as the Insurgent, but it's probably on the same level as the Kuruma or something like one of those armored vehicles. So you can still plow through traffic a little bit. You won't just be like demolishing them like the Insurgent. So I still thought that was pretty good. Another interesting feature, if you upgrade to the armor plating, for me, it's like the glass disappears, or at least you lose the tinting on the windows. So you can actually tint the windows if you don't use the armor plating. But if you do put the armor plating on there, your window tint is going to go away. Why? I wonder why that's the case. You would think that just the plating would go over the glass, so why would the tint go away? I'm really not too sure why Rockstar had to give us that. And then the final kind of interesting thing about this vehicle is bulletproof tires come by default, which saves you around $20,000, although it should on an armored and weaponized vehicle like this that is based off the Combat T98 in real life. All right, so let me give you guys my final verdict on the Nightshark. I think this vehicle is really cool. It's not terribly expensive, and it does a whole lot. It's armored, which is amazing. With the window plating on, you are protected in there like crazy. You're especially protected from explosives. I think that the weapons is a little bit of a downfall because those machine guns on the front suck. They are terrible. And if you have the plating on, you can't use any other weapons. That's the only thing you can use. I am a little disappointed that it can only seat 4 people. I would have loved, because of those handrails on the side, to be able to get 2 other people on the outside. That would be pretty cool for transporting people. But by far, one of the biggest downsides of this is it can't be used in races. This thing is so quick, it's so speedy, it's really awesome, but we can't use it in races, which could ultimately have been a lot of fun. So I kind of had to make up my own races, like the Lighthouse ones and the race to the top of Chiliad, which is a blast in this vehicle. So it's a shame, and I wonder why Rockstar ended up deciding this. But at the end of the day, I really like this vehicle. I think it's kind of the mini version of the Insurgent. So if you like that, and if you like the other armored vehicles we have in the game, you're surely going to be a big fan of the Nightshark. But anyways, that's all the information I have for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know what you think about the Nightshark in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. Remember, I am doing a shark card giveaway right now on my Twitter account, so check that out. The link will be in the description. However, if you did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.